How to break your trauma bond using the concepts of mindfulness. The goal when you are going no contact with a narcissist, or gray rocking if you have to co-parent with them, is to get to not a point of hate, but a point of indifference. A point where this narcissist is so irrelevant to your life and all the great things that you're doing that you really don't care about them either way. Keeping in mind we're never going to not know the narcissist, right? They are a part of our history. They left footprints on our heart, however you want to phrase it. So the mindset is more of, yeah, I knew them at some point, and now they're just somebody that I used to know. And someone who pushed me into self-growth I wouldn't have had otherwise. And you do that by practicing mindfulness. When you are thinking about the narcissist, obsessing, having regrets, you're not getting down on yourself for these thoughts. You're not telling yourself, oh, I shouldn't be thinking about them. Why did I even like them? I can't stop obsessing over them. Maybe that means we should be together. Mindfulness is the practice of realizing things are not good or bad. They just are. So you say to yourself instead, yeah, I'm thinking about this person a lot. That's just how it is. You give yourself permission to miss them and be sad that the relationship's over. Yeah, this person was really significant in my life at one point and now they're not. That makes me sad. There's absolutely nothing wrong with giving yourself the space to mourn the relationship. And you stop getting down on yourself for the things that you did during the relationship. And this is how you do that. Ask yourself, did I have the person's best interest at heart? Was I just doing the best I could with the information I had at the time? If the answer is yes, then you were just doing the best that you could, and you can't regret that. The narcissistic relationship was always going to end like that. That is the fate, that is the destiny of these types of abusive relationships. They're not sustainable. So you really couldn't have done or said anything differently to make this thing work. So let go of your regret and your guilt. And then the last little missing piece is to build up a life that you love. Whatever you thought this narcissist could provide you, whatever future fake they gave you, you can still have without them. You are perfectly capable. Whatever your big dreams are for your life, dream bigger than that. And you will actually be shocked at how much you can accomplish now that this narcissist is not weighing on you and taking up all of your time and energy. Think outside the box, go for your dreams, and you will be amazed.
In trauma bonding, somebody is giving you love, taking it away, giving you love, taking it away. All the up-down gets you addicted to the good feeling of when they give you the love. But what happens is you lose all of your natural boundaries. So look at this. This water is covered with, this is pepper. These are your natural boundaries. This is where you would naturally just say no to someone treating you badly. This is detergent. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger, a little tiny, tiny bit. And this is like what a trauma bond does to you. All your boundaries recede until you barely have anything there. So what recovery looks like is you start getting your boundaries back. You know what you want, you stand up for it, and you add it back in, and there you are. That's what healing looks like.
Hey guys, okay, I want to give you two clear indicators that you're in a relationship where there is trauma bonding. So the first thing is going to be that you actually agree with the abuser's reasons for doing what they're doing to you. So the abuser is coming up with all kinds of justifications to not take accountability or responsibility for their actions, and you're believing all the justifications. So this really stems from your low self-esteem, where you actually believe that on some level you deserve this treatment. The next thing is going to be you actually want to cover up their bad behavior or their abusive behavior, or you want to make excuses for it to not only yourself, but friends and family. And so this is where it gets a little sticky, because friends and family can clearly see what's going on. They see the abuse, they see the toxic, unhealthy person you're in a relationship with, and they're trying to expose this person, but you are reluctant to see it.
You in a relationship with a narcissist, and you're wondering if you are feeling trauma bonded, if you're feeling like you can't leave this person and you're wondering why. I'm going to explain that to you in this video. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a narcissist negotiation expert. I'm also a lawyer, and I've seen so many people in relationships with narcissists who just feel like they can't get out, but I've helped them break free, and I want to help you too. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I am so ready to help you because I've been exactly where you are. The trauma bonding is no joke. It is no joke. And you really need absolute professional help from not just any mental health professional, not just any psychologist, not just any therapist, but a therapist who really understands what narcissism is. And that is why I have partnered with BetterHelp. They're an online therapy company, by the way, and we do receive commissions from them, but you don't pay any extra. So if you need help, go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung to get the help that you need. Okay, so trauma bonding is the way that it comes about is really, really fascinating. It's not just, where you're emotionally attached to this person. It's actually even more than that. It is an emotional attachment, but it's also even a physiological attachment. I have read about these studies from a Stanford professor who studied monkeys, and his name was Robert Sapolsky, and he had done these studies on monkeys where the monkeys were given a treat if they did the right thing every single time. And he studied like what happened in their brains. And if they did the right thing every single time and they, got a reward for whatever it was that they were supposed to do, nothing happened in their brains. But if they were being rewarded intermittently and they didn't know when they were going to be rewarded, but there were times that they were rewarded for doing good things and times that they weren't. Just the thought that they might be rewarded, the anticipation that they might get a reward for doing something good, caused the dopamine levels in their brain to rise to the level of cocaine, which means that dopamine hit, that serotonin hit, all those feel good hormones would be released, and they actually would become addicted to wanting to get that hit, that release intermittently. So it's a physiological addiction as well. And it's not just like that anticipation. It's really the anxiety around it. It's not a good thing. Narcissists are masters at this because that the relationships, the way that they are very hot and cold. You never know where you stand with these people. 1 minute they're all over you, wonderful, you're amazing, you're the most incredible human being that ever walked the planet. And the next thing you're just trash and they hate you. And you're just the most vile, disgusting human being that they've ever seen. And you don't even know what it is. They just turn on a dime with you. You just never know. And then the next thing you know, like they couldn't live without you, and then they don't need you at all. They're ghosting you and you can't reach them. It's extremely abusive, but it causes this bond, this trauma bond, where their victims become emotionally attached to the abuser. The victims become emotionally attached to the abuser, where the victims think that they need their abusers to survive. It's extremely manipulative. It's extremely controlling. And the problem is that they are emotionally unavailable. They cannot give love. So the trauma bonded person ends up giving. The narcissist is taking. The trauma bonded person is constantly pouring love and affection and all of their emotional resources into this person who is unable to reciprocate in any way. The trauma bond keeps you trapped in this abusive relationship where you end up feeling totally and utterly depleted, really on a soul level. If you feel like this and you're watching this, to remember that you are not responsible for this person. You are not responsible for the actions of your abuser. And I want you to forgive yourself. I want you to forgive yourself. I want you to forgive yourself for anything that you're doing while you're in survival mode right now, or anything that you have done while you were in survival mode in the past. Give up any guilt, and know that it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I want you to put that in the comments right now. It is not my fault. It's not my fault. But I also want you to know that they're never going to change, that what it is that you're experiencing is not something that's going to change. These are people that are not people that can be rehabilitated. They are going to continue to use you. They are going to continue to abuse you. And the only way that you can break free is by getting the emotional support that you need, by getting the emotional help that you need, by getting the professional help that you need. You can recover. You can recover from the trauma bond. You can recover from this relationship. They cannot be rehabilitated, but you can get the help and support that you need. I want you to get that help and support that you need. Okay. And if you are dealing with a narcissist and you need help with communicating with them, go to Get My Phrases for Disarming Narcissists, number one. You can get that at disarmthenarc.com, disarmthenarc.com. They're phrases for disarming narcissists. So just go get that. It's a free sheet for you of a whole bunch of phrases for you to disarm the narc. So just go get that, totally free. My gift to you. So go to disarmthenarc.com and make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. If you need extra support, make sure you go to my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. You can go there right now and join that. The next video that I want you to watch is more along the lines of how narcissists do their manipulation. So how narcissists test victims, because they manipulate victims. So go watch that video, how narcissists test